Hi, welcome to TechRanch, a place where we learn and earn technical skills in the most efficient way. Let's make coding fun. Java Swing Graphical User Interface API, JMenuBar, JFileChooser, and ImageIcon. Today we are going to present you a live demonstration and implementation of JMenuBar to present list of menu, JFileChooser to select files, and ImageIcon to make window-based application in Java Swing Graphical User Interface API. Before we get into the demonstration, let's take a look at MenuBar, FileChooser, and ImageIcon one by one. JMenuBar is an implementation of MenuBar. It contains one or more options in JMenu objects. When the JMenu objects are selected, they display a pop-up showing one or more menu items in JMenu items object. It basically represents a menu, or you can say list of options or choices. It contains several JMenu item objects, which may also contain JMenu objects or submenus or submenu items, as you can see in the window. So this will be your JMenu, and this is JMenu item, and this is your JMenu sub items. It can be implemented using constructor. As you can see, JMenuBar will create a new menu bar like this: menu or menu 1, menu 2, menu 3. JMenu creates a new menu with no text. And here, if you passed an argument of string, it will create a menu with a specified name. And JMenu string name and boolean will create a new menu with a specified name and boolean value specified it as a tier of menu or not. Sometimes these menu options will have some action listener, so that can be overridden when at the time of the action perform implementation. So in case if you have option like file which has open, then or save the data, or save the file, edit, so open the editing. So all these options, when the user click on it, that will particularly have some implementation to be overridden in the action perform to implement action listener, to have some action on these menus. So that can be done many ways, and this is one of the simple and the most useful and commonly used ways to implement this type of JMenus. These types of options are very important and very popular to be used in your application, because here you are going to list down all the options. For example, if you have a drawing tool, there you are going to use to provide an options of draw a line or shapes and dotted line. So many options you can add in your menu bar. Undo, redo, save. So all these list of options you can add in your menu items. Now let's take a look at the JFileChooser. JFileChooser is a part of Java Swing package. It is basically a sub-part of Java TM Foundation classes, JFC, which contains many features that help in building graphical user interface in Java. This particularly type of components such as button, panels, dialogues, JFileChooser is one of the effective way to prompt the user to choose a file or a directory. Also, you can use for multiple selection of files. So basically, when you have an application where, for example, a student needs to upload his assignment or download the progress report, or teacher has to upload the progress report of a student, that particular place you can use the FileChooser in school management system type of software application. So for example, if you see, the FileChooser is going to be something like this. When you click on open, this will open your local system window or local system directory. Now when you click out of these files, it will be uploaded. Open and then it will be uploaded here. So there are constructors that you can use. For example, empty constructor that point to the user default directory. You can also use to give the given specific path, for example, local download, direct to the downloaded, or go to the system path or any kind of current directory, that you can mention it in the argument. File uses the given file as a path, and the argument of file system view is like will give you a file system view that you can choose where you want to trace or track the file which you need to upload it. String, use the given path and the file system view, you can give that option also. File and file system view, sometimes you need to upload more than one files. For example, I have an assignment of math, English and science. I need to upload it, and then in that case I don't have to go again and again. I can just select it once. So there we can use multiple selection of files. So this file system view will give you a broadened view of your local directory that you can choose at once. So this is about the JFileChooser. Now let's take a look at the image icon. Image icon is very interesting feature that you can have your application icon at the top of the window. If you see here, this is the image icon, which is an implementation of icon interface that paints icon from images. So this is a part of a graphics kind of thing where you are just uploading an image and replace it with the window image icon. So for that, all you need to do this piece of code. If you see image icon logo, you can take a logo which is equals to null. This is a class, and I'm creating an object of it and assign it as null. And here I'm just giving the path, making a URL path of my logo file, PNG type of file or JPG type of file, whatever you have. You can just get the file and store it in the folder and call it in the get resource. You're not giving an absolute path. This is just need to give the file name just to keep your file within the folder. Now image URL is not equals to null. That means this is not null. You have an image, what you need to get it and set it for image icon. Else image, this is just for having an exception kind of thing. In case if the image is not recognized or not available or not visible for the system, then in that case it can help you to debug the message and write down the message, show up your message icon image not found, just for the exception handling kind of thing. So this piece of code will help you to add an image icon in your window. Now let's take a look at the demonstration. If you see, this is what my one of the implementation for JMenuBar, JFileChooser and image icon work together. Here, this is my image icon that helps to customize and personalize application using logo and icon. Now, if you see file, edit and help, these are my menus and these are my submenus. So this has been implemented using JMenuBar, which design application organized and structured. And when I click on click on file, that will ask me an option just like this kind of pop-up window will come, pop-up list will come, and when I click on file, it will pop up a list of options, out of which there will be something called open. When I click on open, it will open this save window, sub window. This is nothing but the JFileChooser for selecting the file to upload. So these type of features you can add in your application and make it more customized features. For example, file upload, assignment upload, personalized commercial icon app. Lots of options to add like help, editing, save the file in local system. Now let's take a look at the demonstration. So this is my Eclipse IDE, and here is my package. I'm just continuing my application, continuing my demonstration, making a new class in this for a demonstration of your swing demo underscore tr. I need a main method too. Swing demo tr. Now let's start. This is my class for JMenuBar, JFileChooser, and ImageIcon. So let's take a look at this one by one. First, we'll start with JMenuBar. So before that, let's first include our import statements before it will start showing us demos, errors, and all. Import Java Swing, import java.awt.event. So for the ActionListener implementation. Now here we are going to use some ActionListener. So let's implement ActionListener interface beforehand. It's showing some error because we have to add the unimplemented method, which is action performed. So let's continue that. That should be fine. Anyways, we are going to have that method sooner or later. Now first we need to have JFrame. So let's have a frame included. JMenuBar or MenuBar. JMenu, of course. So what type of menus we need? We might need file, edit, help, or you can have as many as you want. JMenuItem, yeah, for example, some menus like cut, copy, paste, a regular kind of select all, or open for file chooser. So this is what you can use, and you can include more, as many as you want as per your requirement. So once this is done, we need just for the sample, we are going to have a text area. So these are the components we are going to use in our application. And JMenu, we need to have, okay. Next, we need to have the constructor definition. So the constructor will work for us to have initiating the all objects. So frame will start with your new frame object, new JFrame, and here we are going to use some set title. You can provide some title of it. For example, we need to have JMenuBar, JFileChooser, and ImageIcon demo. Right. So this is what my set title. And next, what we are going to do, we are going to have some string for these labels with this type of definition for all kind of objects we have defined. So we need to give some label for similarly for copy, new, and this is also your JMenuItem, right? This is your sub items. So just like that, I'm going to just copy paste this time. The reason it is going to take a lot of time. So anyways, the code is the same. All we need to just change the labels. Select all. And this is for select. Make sure make sure it is for sub items. Now next, once the labeling is done, the constructor is initialized, we need to have the AddActionListener method calling here. So because we need to include it in our constructor. This is still a constructor. So And this is for all the methods constructor we have defined, we have called. Copy and your paste. This is all our menu bar implementation, the menu bar implementation, as you can see. Now make sure you save every time whenever it is needed. We don't want to miss any code we made it and later it will create a mess. So once this is done, next step we missed for open. Just like this, we need to have the open JMenuBar. Okay, so before that, I think, yeah, we have to have for file also, I guess. We did not make it for file. So have a file equals new JMenu file. One, it's like going to be a very topmost option file which you click and then it will file, right? And once your menu bar is defined, we already have menu bar here, right? So all we need to do is, menu bar is not called actually. We missed one more thing. What we have to do, we have to initialize your menu bar object by JMenuBar. Now next is MB add file is done, open JMenu item is done. We have to add it in a action listener. So open dot add action listener with this edit equals new JMenuEdit. So you can have as many as options you can include it. New JMenu. This is another menu, topmost another menu in your menu bar. It's not your pop-up menu or any sub items or sub menu things. Now once this is done, next step, we need to add all these options in your menu bar. So for example, edit dot add what is happening, your menu is included all these edit. When you click on edit, it will add cut. So edit menu will add, we are adding all these options here. Cut, copy, paste, select all. So this will come in your edit options. Here, add what? Cut, copy, paste. Edit, select all. Add, select all. Now this is done for your edit part. Now next we need to include our menu bar with add file. We are adding menu bar, topmost options is like menu bar dot add file, menu bar add with your edit file, edit and help. So on the file, for JFileChooser, we need to include our most important method is open. So when the user will click on open, it will ask you an option to select the file and open the JFileChooser. Now here we are going to include a small sample J text area just to give an idea of your kind of a notepad application that you can include it in your own application. So text area will just have some set bounds. You can just include as many as space you want. I'm just having a small space for now, just for the demonstration. You can give some more space for writing a file or just solving your assignment in the school or writing a progress of a student and having some text or message. Some places you can put some message to the teacher or the parent. So all these features you can include. So file will include your menu bar, and then menu bar will include your text area. And sorry, this F is actually frame. So frame will include your menu bar and your text area. And then frame will include your JMenuBar, and we are setting up now. We are giving the complete layout and adding all the components we have defined. You can see you don't want any layout in the frame. It's going to be very simple app, and we don't have any much fancy things, but very reliable. Visible. Yes. So this is what we have designed and included almost all our JFileChooser and JMenuBar. Next piece of code we are going to include, since it's a constructor and we have initialized it, we are initializing all our piece of code. Next part, I'm going to include the image icon. For image icon, make sure you have your file inside the folder, the image, what you need to include. So I have this my logo here, which is inside the same directory, inside the same directory level. So this will help me to include that file in your code and customize and put it in your image icon. Now the thing is, what we are going to include it in the URL form, unified resource locator. So this will help to call your this will track your name demo, the class name, file directory, and read the find out the resource from the class, like this, using this method. I'm just giving my file. You can make it any file, any image file you can have. Just put it in the same folder directory level. It will read it from there. And just for the debug person, we are going to have the image URL. This can be done many ways. Some places you can do it with the help of frames, just include it in the frame. That is also possible. It's just one of the simple example, and this helped me to just give the absolute path, and there is no, it will be independent of absolute path and a relative path and all. So this will help me to just relocate the file and display it on your application. So next step, once this is done, logo will be assigned with your new image icon constructor, and we're going to pass the object here in an argument, and if it is true, then this will be assigned and set the logo as in to the frame for set icon image, and this will be get image. And once this is done, or if it is true, then it is done, and then it will be all set for the your icon, else it will print the message for you just for the handling, debugging purpose, we're going to ask them to show the message icon is not displayed or recognized or anything. Icon image is not found. Some message for debugging. So this is the piece of the code for your image icon. So we have done JMenuBar, JFileChooser, and image icon. Next, what we need to do is action performed, implementation. So let's get into this one. Since we are going to include 3 actions for MenuBar and for JFileChooser, so we are going to implement 2 actions for 2 buttons. One is for JFileChooser, where the user will click on the open option and it will give you the JFileChooser. And 2, we are going to have some actions to be performed for edit in the MenuBar needed. So let's take a look at this code, how we can implement this one. This is just a small, simple implementation. You can do it many ways, or you can just integrate these simple implementation in your application. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to have action event instead of argument. It's going to be very complicated. Let's make it E. Now E get source is equals to cut. That means if in case users select this, this method will be called. This is what the implementation. It's very simple, and we are going to do it same for copy and paste. Whatever you have made it in your options, you can just have this one, or select all, or we have one more option which we have defined is called open, for the user to select the file from the directory. So in case if these options have been called, you have to just perform this activity. Now for open, it's going to be a little complicated because we don't have any function defined for open. So in case if user select open, we are going to have some implementation where we call JFileChooser files choice new JFileChooser. Here you can use the constructor what you want to call and give some escape character to read the file and go to the current file folder. So this will help you to go and select the current folder, this current directory or current folder. And once this is done, int user choice equal your file choice show save dialog, because we are going to save it in case if you want to upload it, or you can do many other options you can perform here. Open, and let's terminate this. Next we are going to see if user choice is something else. For example, equal JFileChooser dot approve option, just in case. Then string file, you can ask for the string file name. Equals your file choice, what we have created an object, and get selected file, and get absolute path, just to make it simple for the user. And J option pane will help you to show the input dialog, where we are going to print the message, the path or the file which the user has selected. will be displayed. To confirm that if it is the one, then it is the file we have selected and it is uploaded. Something you can make it more interactive application instead of confusing. Because all these are machines, and when it comes to the machine, you have to make it more options. You have to add more options to make it more cover as much as functionality you can do it, include in your software program. So this is all about the constructor and your functionality and everything. All we need to call it in your main method now. Let me see if we have any. Okay, error is this one, and I think some terminations are extras, or yeah, this is good. Now let's go back to the main method and call these constructor. So all we need to do is JMenu showing demo underscore tr constructor. Call this constructor. Now let's take a look at the execution. So here is my execution. You can see my image icon is showing. And this is the text area. Hello everyone. Now let's take a look if my edit option menu bar is working or not. So suppose this is my, let me select this. So it is selecting all. Now if I say copy, now let's see if it is copied or not. It is copied and it is pasting also. Now in case I wanted to cut, let's see if cut is working or not. So go to the edit and see. So it is working too. So these are the options what you can add in your JMenuBar. So this is menu bar and this is JMenu items. Now if I use open, it's showing my JMenu. It's showing your opening your JFileChooser. And this is going to the current directory. This is my current directory. Now let's go back to the desktop and select any image or anything, any file. Let's see, and this is my source code. If I wanted to include any file, for example this one, so this is what input is asking. Input, I don't know what does this mean. This is included. So this is what the demonstration and implementation of JFileChooser, JMenuBar and ImageIcon using Java Swing Graphical User Interface API. The homework: ImageIcon, JMenuBar and JFileChooser used to make an application for customized features like file upload using JFileChooser, personalized commercial icon app using ImageIcon, and lots of options and choices to add for the user like help, editing and save the file in local directory or system. Practice project for homework. What you can do is a school management desktop application that will help you to have a hands-on experience and practice making an application for school management system, where you can include personalized school logo in image application icon using ImageIcon, include all menus for saving data and editing, help and support, etc. using JMenuBar, allow student, teacher, parent to upload assignment, images, progress report, etc. using JFileChooser. In case of any questions and queries, please feel free to reach and ask an email to techcrunch2019@gmail.com. Stay tuned for more upcoming sessions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more upcoming interesting and informative sessions. Let's make coding fun. Thank you.